Can you tell us about yourself, the school you graduated from, and what make you pick a private university?
Okay, my name is Ijeria Ishat. So I graduated from Jumla University this year. So it's initial, it was not my choice, but I just felt like it was just God's plan for me. And the reason why I picked Jumla University was when I saw the school, it fosters academic, then also religion, and also it's just like a faith-based university that aims to raise generational leaders that are impactful, and they are going to make a difference in the real world.
So, what makes that university special from other universities?
Okay, the university does not only like look after academic. They help there's even students work experience, they help students because there's practical experience, entrepreneurship opportunity, there's also religious activity, there's sport activity that helps the students, and also the school is like a religious institution that shapes the moral behavior of the students, which helps them even it really helps them in both in the school and outside world. It helps them to navigate through challenges, and that's why the university is different because it shapes a child's moral behavior, academic behavior, and religious behavior.
So, Domino University is like a faith-based university, right? So, what was your biggest challenge you faced during your time in the university?
So, partially, let me just say, when I was sick in 200, and it was during my exam, so I just have to. It was like it was not an easy sickness because it was really difficult. It was a stressful time for me. Then I was sick and I was doing my exam was like 2 days later. So it was very difficult. It's actually brought down my GPA at the moment. Another moment that I would say is challenging to me as a student was maybe in 200 level, things were not really going on smoothly the way I wanted it.
So, that was your time.
Yes.
Okay. So, was there a point that you wanted to give up? So, what happened?
Then I think yes, then like when I came, things were very hard. The school, I didn't just because let me say I was not really used to the environment. I don't like staying with people together. I just prefer me, my school, then our house. So it was very difficult relating with people, talking to them because I don't really like talking to people. Like that was the
And
most
how do you
challenging thing.
cope during
I was
those
able
moments?
to navigate through my coursemates. They are good people, nice people. So I met a good friend in another level. So I sometimes I talk to her most of the times. Then she actually introduced me to a lot of people that I related with. And then my roommates too, they were great people in another level.
So, the people that around your environment, the people that help you develop that confidence.
At least a level.
Okay. So, what help you stay focused and eventually helping you become a graduate?
Okay, they're like different things. I would
Okay.
say academically.
Mm.
Um, I think I'm brilliant to an extent. So
Mm.
that alone, knowing my grades, knowing my performance, I can do it. That actually made me to stay focused. Then another thing, my background, I just also want to. I can't just come from a low background then get to school then start misbehaving. So it really helped me. It's actually then my spiritual life because it's actually shaped the way I do things and helped me stay focused. I know if you are in Christ, you cannot fail. Then I got to know also my friend Agilia Mbe, she was a very good friend. She actually made me stay focused because we do it together, we do together, talk together, and do a lot of things together.
So, and as a youth and a fellow student, what pressure did you face in university and how did you overcome them? As a student and youth, what pressure did you face in university and how did you overcome?
Okay, honestly, our school, so I don't think people can really pressure you like that because it's a Christian school, so we are like brought together in the same level, so no one is feeling superior. But there are some students that they are really they feel like they can dominate others, they can bully them. But I was not pressured because I know where I'm coming from, and I know who I am. I was not really pressured. The only moment that was like a downtown for me was when I was in fifth level because I did a video back then. It was funny. So it was really very popular in the school. It was not a bad video, but the way people were talking about it made me look down on myself a little bit. But at a point, I was able to overcome it because of the friends I have.
Thank you. So, and what is one lesson from your university journey that every student need to hear?
So I would say the journey is not easy, of course,
Okay.
because as a student you can't expect everything to be rosy. Life itself is not rosy.
Yeah.
Sometimes there will be downfalls, sometimes there will be a time you feel like giving up. There will be times that you are no longer yourself. But what me was a particular lesson I learned sometimes when life is not giving you what you want, then sometimes you just have to put yourself in the way you want it to be. Sometimes you don't follow life pattern, you give yourself pattern, you plan because when you plan the way you want your life to be figured out, things work better for you. But when you don't plan it, life itself will plan for you, which is very bad. So that's the lesson I learned. I learned to plan things on a daily basis, how I want my life to be, what I will do in the next 4 years, 3 years, 2 years. When you are in school, lecture, do the skill, learn the skill when you are in school. Don't just wait till you are outside so you won't
For
become a liability because when you graduate, society is expecting from you, your parents are expecting from you,
mm,
and the world is waiting for you better.
what are your plans for the future?
Okay, now that I'm graduated. So I actually want to, after my wife,
Yeah.
I want to serve. Then after my wife, I want to do my master's. Then after my master's, hopefully I'll get a better job because I would love to apply for state CID. Then if there is if because I know that I have a lot of things to do, then I really want to have to work with this FBI or Interpol, International Police Organization. They help me like they serve as a bridge between Nigeria police force and other country
Yeah.
police force. So that I would love to work.
So, and you said something about your background and people you are with. So, how did faith, people, and let me say people around you, how did they influence your academics while you are on campus?
Okay, I would say if it was today as people around me, they not really influence me, but when I go to school, I met many people that the way they read, it actually inspires me a lot. Imagine people reading for like 5 hours, sit down, I cannot be sleeping. So it's really helped me to read more, to know more, and to like learn more because I felt like they really helped me to read more because I was not just reading in my course, in my field, I was exploring other fields. It was they really helped me and they shaped
So,
me. My background shaped me to an extent because it made me to be a better person. I don't just want to limit myself to where my parents are or anything.
can you tell us more about how friends, your faith on campus, how they also influence your academic life, your social life?
So let me say when I was in under level, she really helped me. We read together, but then my grade was very low. But at a point, I actually met new friends too that helped me. Like one my friend, like those people we read together. So then my CGPA like boosted again. So it was an advantage to my friend. I don't really like talking to a lot of people. So I have few friends. Like when they say in school, I think I have like 5 friends, and we are cool with each other.
So, and we're talking about private university. So, what are the things that you want to correct about people, about their perspective of private university that the public audience don't know?
Okay, if people believe in private university, it's as if we are in another world entirely, like you are in a cage. So it
Yes.
is not like that because most of the things I learned in school, they are really helping me outside because there will be sometimes I want to talk, but I just feel like I have this discernment space. I will not want to say some particular things. So it has really helped me. It has cautioned me spiritually, morally. I've learned a lot of things. Like because it has actually helped my spiritual life especially because then I knew how my spiritual life was before. Then going to a faith based, especially a private university, it really helped my spiritual life. Then my hunger and everything it really shaped me. Then my academics. Then let me say faith based if you want to learn more honestly, people think oh if you are in a private university then you don't know you only learn what is inside the PDF or your textbook, you don't explore, you don't go out. Then I would say there are some private universities, not all those, but there are some like my school, the university. So they encourage and they foster intervarsity competition. The students from our school can study outside the country. Students from our school they also participate in sports activities. So people believe with private university you will be caged, you will be some people believe some private university they don't use phone. I would say phone this word of course every student should have a phone because
Yeah.
it makes them to be aware of it makes them like
Information.
yeah, no it makes them to be aware of things that are going outside. It makes them to be current. But when I noticed that when we had phone as people academic was very very low. But when they dropped when a lot of students stopped using phone, it really helped them. They want to focus, they want to read sometimes even in life you have to be waiting for internet. So it was so people believe, oh, if you are not using phone, then and what's the essence of the life without phone? People be like, oh, they cannot live without phone. Then why would I go to a private university? Why are you going to school? Is it to use phone? Is that the reason why you are going to school to learn more? So I feel like my experience there because it has seen the way I interact with people, my academic, the way I talk before I don't really know how to talk to people, and even the way I even speak, I was not really fluent in English, but now going to a private university, learning things when you know that, oh, you can't do it, you can't speak Yoruba, you have to speak English, especially in my
Yeah,
school.
yeah.
So it has really helped me. It has changed me academically a lot.
So, in your own perspective, can you say that there is difference between private university and federal university?
Yes, there's a huge difference. I want to like an example, like private university. It's really helps you when you get outside the room, especially if you're a corporate person. When you go to a private university, you have to be dressing corporately, especially maybe a faith-based university like the university. But when you go to a public university, students dress some students, especially some public university, not all do, since they are being monitored. So especially from private university, they are being monitored. So you can't dress
Yeah.
indecently. But in private, in public, you can dress anyhow. No one is going to question you. And also, there are some, if you are in a private university, they are not really much, so they can monitor your academics. But in a public university, no one, some teachers don't even know some students. It's funny how. So I say private university is actually very, okay.
So,
I
what
forgot the
is your
question.
message for the youth that are currently aspiring to enter a private university?
Okay, I would say for you who are aspiring to like I would say
Yeah.
it's the best choice honestly. You don't expect even public university, you don't expect everything to be interesting. You don't expect if you do too much they will expel you. But I would say you should go to a private university because and if you want a good private university, you can go to the University for example. That's a big university, Redeemers University, Adeleke University, they are good university, so you can go there to really help you. So I would say you don't expect the journey to be easy. Everything cannot be easy. So you just have to be able to endure, be patient, and know that you can do it. As you watch this interesting interview, please like, comment, and subscribe, and drop your opinion.